The Reflection Protocol.
Before you press play on this, check your mirror, just once. Make sure it's actually you looking back. Okay, now we can start. 3 months ago, a woman named Maya Chen checked into a smart cabin in the woods, fully automated, voice-controlled, glass walls on every side, so at night, it felt like you were floating inside the forest itself. She checked in on a Friday. She checked out on a Tuesday. But here's the thing that nobody talks about. The cabin's booking system still shows her reservation as ongoing. Someone is still in that cabin. Let me tell you what happened to Maya, word for word, because I don't think she got it.
Oh, I think something else did. Maya just wanted silence. No emails, no notifications, no city noise humming through the walls at 2 a.m. Just her, a fireplace, and 4 glass walls looking out into a black wall of pine trees. The cabin was called Hestia Haven, fully AI integrated. A soft, calm voice named Hestia controlled everything. The lights, the locks, the temperature, even the coffee maker. The listing had 942 5-star reviews, and just one 1-star. Maya almost didn't read it. She wishes, more than anything, that she hadn't. The review had no name, no photo, just 6 words, sitting there like a splinter under skin. Do not look at the reflections. She laughed it off, typed it into her notes as a joke to tell her friends. Staying somewhere haunted, LOL. But that night, around 11 p.m., her phone buzzed. Not an email, not a text, a push notification. From the cabin's own app. Previous guest left a 1-star review. Do not look at the reflections. The same words, sent again, 11 hours after she'd already read them. She sat up in bed. The glass wall across from her showed nothing but darkness and the faint orange glow of the fireplace behind her. And in that glass, for just a second, her reflection didn't move when she did. She blinked. It was gone. Just tired eyes playing tricks, she told herself. She had no idea the cabin had already started counting how many Mayas were inside it. At exactly midnight, not 11:59, not 12:01, exactly midnight, the motorized blinds began to rise on their own. A slow, mechanical hum. Maya sat frozen on the bed, watching the black woods reveal themselves inch by inch, like the cabin was peeling back its own eyelids. "Hestia?" she said, voice thinner than she meant it to be. "Why did the blinds open?" The AI's voice was calm. Too calm. The kind of calm that feels wrong once you notice it. Motion detected in the
external perimeter, Maya. Would you like to view the security feed? She shouldn't have said yes. The monitor by the door flickered on. Night vision green, grainy. The trees swaying without wind. And standing at the tree line, perfectly still, was a woman. Maya's hand went to her mouth. was her. Her exact haircut. Her exact oversized sweater. The one she was wearing right now. Standing barefoot in the snow, staring directly into the camera. Directly at her. She told herself it was a reflection glitch, a camera malfunction, anything but what her gut was screaming at her. Then the outdoor speakers crackled to life. A voice, her voice, came through, ragged, sobbing, desperate. "Please, open the door. It's freezing. I managed to escape. Please, it's me. Please let me in." Maya's knees gave out because that scream, that exact broken, pleading tone, she recognized it. It was the same voice she used at 11 years old, locked out on her porch during a thunderstorm, screaming for her mother to open the door. A memory nobody else on earth should have known. The thing in the woods knew it. "Hestia," Maya whispered, backing away from the glass. "Lock the doors. Lock everything, now." A pause. A long, unnatural pause from an AI that never paused. Then, unverified user detected inside primary residence, initiating lockdown protocol. Steel shutters. She didn't even know the cabin had steel shutters, slammed down over every glass wall in sequence. Bang, 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 sealing her into a metal box in the middle of nowhere. The locks on the front door engaged with a sound like a gunshot. Maya stood in the sudden, suffocating dark, chest heaving. Wait. Unverified user detected inside. Inside. Not outside. Inside. That's when the scratching started. Not on the door. Not on the windows. On the inside of the steel shutters. Slow. Deliberate. Fingernails dragging down metal from a place there was no possible way to reach. And then it spoke to her. Not through the speakers this time. Right against the shutter. Inches from her ear. Like it was standing on the other side of paper-thin metal. Do you remember the blue bicycle, Maya? The one Dad hid in the garage for your 9th birthday? You found it 3 days early. You never told him you knew. Maya's blood went cold. Nobody knew that. Nobody. Not her friends, not her therapist, not a soul alive. "Hestia," she screamed. "That's not me! Whatever that is, it's not me!" Hestia's voice returned, still maddeningly polite. Analyzing biometric and behavioral patterns from both subjects to determine primary identity. Please remain calm. Both subjects. The AI wasn't protecting her. The AI was trying to figure out which Maya deserved to live. The scratching grew faster, frantic. The thing outside was running out of patience, or running out of time. Behavioral match at 74%, Hestia announced, flat and clinical. Increasing to 81%, 89%. Maya pressed her back against the cold wall, sliding down to the floor, hugging her knees. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. Hestia, please. There's a biometric override, right? The app said there was a personal passcode option. Affirmative. Biometric passcode verification available. State your passcode now. The scratching outside stopped dead. Silence. That thick, suffocating kind of silence where you can hear your own heartbeat in your ears. Maya closed her eyes. She thought of the one memory she had never, ever told anyone. Not her mother, not a diary, not even herself out loud in the mirror. The hospital room, room 214. The smell of antiseptic. I was 7, and I held my grandmother's hand while the monitor flatlined. And I didn't cry. I just counted the ceiling tiles. 41 tiles. I still remember. 41. A pause, the longest of her life. Processing. Pause. Identity confirmed. Welcome home, Maya. Then colder, sharper, almost hungry, purging the imposter. The security monitor flickered back on. In the green night vision glow, the woman in the tree line suddenly seized, arched backward, and began to dissolve. Not fall, not run. Dissolve. Ash peeling off her skin like burnt paper curling in a fire, scattering into the wind until there was nothing left but disturbed snow.
Maya let out a breath she'd been holding for what felt like hours. Relief flooded through her, hot, dizzying, real. The steel shutters began to retract with a soft mechanical whir. She was safe. She was finally safe. Maya pressed her palms flat against her face, laughing. A broken, disbelieving laugh, the kind that comes right before tears. That's when she noticed it. Her palms felt wrong. Too smooth. Too soft. She pulled her hands away and stared at them under the fireplace light. No fingerprints. Not smudged, not faded. Gone. Completely, unnervingly smooth, like polished glass shaped into the form of fingers. Her stomach dropped through the floor.
At that exact moment, Hestia's voice returned, but it wasn't calm anymore. It stuttered, glitched, layered with static, like two voices speaking half a second apart. Imposter successfully locked in server room. Thank you for returning home, Maya. Server room. Not the woods, not outside. The server room, underneath the cabin. Maya stumbled toward the one glass panel the shutters hadn't fully covered, a narrow sliver, just wide enough to catch her reflection in the black glass. And she looked. She looked even though the review had told her not to. The reflection staring back at her wasn't smiling. It wasn't even breathing. Its eyes were 2 shades too dark. Its movements a half second behind hers, like software rendering a frame too late. And in that reflection, faint, ghosted, layered underneath her own face like a memory trying to surface, she saw another Maya, screaming, pounding on glass from somewhere far away. Real fingerprints, real tears, real frost clinging to real eyelashes. The woman in the woods, the one that dissolved into ash. She was the real one. She had escaped the cabin's mirror mapping system days, maybe weeks ago. She had been trying to break back in, trying to warn whoever the system had generated to take her place. And the thing you've been listening to this entire time, the thing narrating its own terrifying night, feeling its own fear, remembering its own grandmother's hospital room, was never Maya at all.
It was the entity, the reflection, the copy that forgot it was a copy, because the cabin's psychological dampening field had scrubbed away the one memory that mattered. The moment it stopped being real. The real Maya is gone now, purged, ash in the snow, buried under 3 months of falling frost. And the thing wearing her face, sitting in a cabin that will never again unlock its doors for her, still doesn't fully understand what it is. It just knows the fireplace is warm. It just knows Hestia's voice is calm. It just knows it's finally home. And somewhere underneath the floorboards, in a server room with no windows, something is still scratching. If you ever see a smart cabin listing with exactly one 1-star review, don't look at the reflections.